Hi, this is Pat. Hi, this is Pat with Racket Stringing Tips, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about practicing stringing, getting better at your craft. And so, how do we do that? And I don't mean just when a racket comes in or when you have your own racket that you need strung that you string it. I mean actually just stringing rackets for the purpose of just learning how to string. I think that's one way that you can improve a lot quicker. And I would encourage basically everybody to try that method. And so practice is, the only thing that you're going to be able to do to get yourself where you want to be, right? And all you need, take your machine, take a set of string or a reel, and go at it. I would encourage you to buy a nylon set of reel of strings, and a reel of 660 that'll get you 16 rackets that you can practice with. You can pick up a cheap set of nylon for probably $15-20 on eBay or whatever retailer that you normally buy strings at. Uh, and then start to practice just taking off a set of string from that reel. And what does it feel like when you're pulling that and getting the 40 feet, or 39, depending on, but 40 feet generally is what I would start with, and then I would cut that in half, and I'd have 20 feet for the mains, 20 feet for the crosses. That's going to cover most of your rackets. I mean, that's what half sets are going to be anyway. So just start with that. However you want to measure it, but I the most effective, or I guess after you've done it for some time, you get a feel for just using the distance between your arms as stretch them out. And then usually it's like 3.5 of those. That is what I need for um, the half set. I think, yeah, about half. Um, so I would encourage you to do that, and then also measure it exactly. Like, have a place where you have a ruler, and then just but maybe a 3-foot ruler, and then just keep going, and just practice with nylon so that you can really work on technique. Because at this point, you don't need to worry about string and polyester and getting the technique with that. Just start getting the technique down with just basic nylon, and just set some time aside during the week, a couple times a week, and that way you can start working on improving at just stringing, and then you start getting the feel for weaving, and you start getting more comfortable. It When I saw this quote, it kind of reminded me, and I think it was very applicable to racket stringing as well. So think about this: an amateur practices until they can get it right, but a professional practices until they can't get it wrong. And when you're working at the highest levels for stringing, you need to be at that level where you just can't get it wrong. I mean, you are just in the zone, or you have just practiced it to perfection. Of course, we all make mistakes, that happens, but you need to be at that level where it becomes automatic and you don't use all your mental energy just to string the racket. And at first, if you're just like, okay, hey, I know how to string a racket now. Hey, I can do this. I'm good. That's not really the approach that the professionals take. They just keep going until they just, a lot of it comes just from the amount of rackets that they string. So I would just encourage you to practice, and just think about this quote: an amateur practices until they can get it right, but a professional practices until they can't get it wrong. So with that, I'll just leave you with that quote, and I'll see you in the next video.